Hello all, today it's another color along video of this Enchanted Luna coloring book. This is a second video from this book. Uh, I couldn't resist coloring all these pages. Today I've chosen this artwork. This is the first artwork of this book. I'm so excited to do it because I haven't tried any skin tones. Uh, I love florals here, so usually I'll pick floral coloring maximum. Today I'm going to choose this Luna, goddess or guardian of the moon. It's a mythological term only. Luna will protect the moon, or she's the guardian or warden of the moon, something like that. Okay, let's color this today. As of now, I'm gonna use only color pencils. I have taken all my brands here. Let me choose some color palette and let's begin our coloring. Let's decide our color palette first. My first instinct is using some purple and pinks here, also some emerald green. Maybe for her dress, we can use some emerald green, and for these lotus kind of flower, we can go with pink or purple, something like that. Maybe we can go purple for this lotus and pink for other kinds of flower. She also has some jewelry. Maybe we can include a yellow to that. I'm not sure how it would look. Maybe we can use blue also for her dress. Let me try out some color palette here. This is the purple. Some pink. Maybe some blue and kind of emerald green. Okay, how about some yellow? Let's do that. I think this is okay. We also want to use some flesh tone, right, for the skin. What should I use for that? Seriously, I know nothing about doing skin tones. Today I'm gonna try, and also I'm gonna show it for you. Maybe something like this. Is it too dark? Maybe I can settle down the color a little bit. How about this? Yeah, this is good. We can use this Durban drawing light sienna. I think this is okay. Pink, for pink we can use some lighter pink. Also lighter pink. Oh, this is fuchsia kind of pink. This will also look good. Yeah, we can try one more palette here. Some purple. Emerald green. Okay, with some yellow. Yeah, this looks much better for me. Can I add some blue? Let's see. Because these fuchsia and purple and this blue will come into the same category. So let's do this also. I'm not sure whether I'll use blue or not, but other than that, these four colors, I liked it. Then what, the skin tone with some dark blue. Yeah, I think this suits well. Let's get into our main artwork. For extra safety, I'm using some cardstock kind of paper behind the artwork. If you want to go till your edge, you want to use some kind of paper here so that it will protect your back pages. Okay, let's begin our coloring. First, let's do our Luna goddess. She's the center figure here. She should be prominent in this, so I want to do it very bright. So let's begin.
Let's begin our voiceover here. I'll explain what I have done. Now I'm using my light sienna color and filling the face. Also, I'm using the same color at some areas where the shadows will come. I'm using the same pencil and applying the shadow. Later, I'm taking the darker sienna pencil and applying it. For the blush, I'm using peach color and blending everything out using light sienna color. Seriously, I know nothing about flush tone, so I'm just trying out. Also, I have created this breast lines, which you can see while you wear the lower neck dress. Later, I'm working on the same thing, applying shadows and highlight. I know a little bit about makeup, so using that knowledge, I am using the same technique for the area in your cheek. I'm applying the contour, then in the cheek, I'm applying the blush, and also for the highlight, I'm using the lighter tone for the forehead area and also some part of the cheeks and chin, in the jawline also for the neck. Then I really don't know how to continue with this flesh tone, so I decided to move on to the jewelry part. I know about that, so I'm doing that using some darker yellow, bright yellow, and orangish kind of brown, and making it like a gold jewelry. And blending everything with the bright yellow color. Later, I am using emerald uh, stones on the jewelry, since we are gonna make her dress green. I want matchy matchy kind of jewelry for her. For the hair, I'm using some spiced terracotta kind of orange brown. In the center partition where she have wore that ornament, I have decided to go very dark, also creating some lines using the dark colors. Now I'm using the spice color. Later I'm moving on with the chocolatey brown and giving some depth, especially in the center partition area. I'll add more depth. For the highlight area, I'm using the white pencil and blending everything with the uh, colorless blender. For the eyes, we are using blue lens, later darkening it with some purple, dark purple, and applying the eyeshadow. And I have matched the eyebrow with her hair color, using black color to further give depth to that center partition area. For her lips, I decided to go not very bright red. I'm using some pompian kind of red, maybe Indian red. I'm going that kind of lipstick. Later, I'm further working on that skin tone using the same colors repeatedly, that light sienna and darker sienna color, and blending everything together. I think that's all I can do with the skin tone. I left that part. I don't know whether this is perfect. I know many artists do very realistic kind of skin tone. Seriously, I don't have that skill. Let me know in the comments whether this skin tone or Luna looks good or not. If you have any recommendation, also let me know. For her dress, we are moving to the emerald green, and I am darkening it out using some darker greens around the edges. I'm blending everything together here. Maximum, I'm using my colorless blender to blend everything. Later, I'm using a little bit of black where the dress needs more depth. Later, I moved on to the sleeve part. Here, I did a very big dumb mistake here. I don't want to cut this part. I want to show you how I managed to correct this. I want the sleeve to be a knitted kind of fabric where you will see the arms behind. Mm, Instead of defining the hands, I colored the entire that sleeve part with the flesh tone. It's a really big mistake actually. After I realized it here, then I started to give definition to the arms. I should have done this at first. Now I have realized and correcting it. I am gonna use some lighter green and making it like a knitted fabric effect. I erase the mistaked area. I uh, very applied with only light pressure, so it was easier to erase that part. Later, I'm creating some crinkles of that knit fabric. This is the feel I want to get at the beginning. Instead of making that arm smaller, I considered it as entirely as a big uh, arms and continued it like that. Later I have corrected and using the uh, different shades of green to bring that knitted fabric kind of effect. For the ornaments in her dress, maybe that embroidery, I decided to go with the gold one only. I once I had a dress like this with the dark green with gold embroidery. It looks so good. I wanted to create that effect on her. For the sleeves, where she has that transparent sleeve, I used my Posca markers to give that pearl look. Later I'll give shadows for that. As of now it's drying, so in that meantime I am working on her eyes and again the skin tones and everything, and the ornaments also blending together. I'm not satisfied with that skin part. I don't know. I feel like it didn't come out perfectly. Then I decided to go to my favorite part, florals. I really love coloring florals. I decided to go to that and later we can fix everything. For the lotus, instead of doing usual pink color, this is Luna, the Enchanted Luna, and she has lot of magic inside, right? So I am using purple to reflect that. I'm using different shades of purple for this lotus. For the highlight areas, I'm using white color, and to blend everything out, I'm using colorless blender. To further deepen the darkness, I am using a dark indigo color. The sun is really shining. It's actually very bright afternoon, sunny afternoon, so it's really bright. For another kind of flower, I'm using fuchsia pink. I am using the darker fuchsia color in the lower tip, and the upper tip it's very lighter. Then for the very interior part, I've used some little red kind of pink, reddish pink to deepen the center area. For the stems, I'm using cyan, and also I am using some blue color for the shadow. This stem area will be very thin, but this is my style. I'll use lights and shadow for each and every object. Instead of using a single color, I'll use like that. To further enhance the highlight, I am also using white pencil and blending it out. After completing that, for the background, I use some light blue color. Later, I want to design the background separately. So I have again came to this color palette sheet. I'm trying out some color. I'm using some light blue from Sau color and busy color, admiral blue, and mixing everything out. I've already tried a few samples here. And I have come to the decision that I'm going to use this kind of color palette for the background. I'm using some indigo from the Brustro color pencil and again blending it out. This looks so magical, whimsical, and for for representing the night sky, I'm using the blue theme. I'm testing out the color. See, the Brustro indigo color is different, and I'm using Polychromos indigo color also. It's so dark, like midnight blue. So I have come to an conclusion here. This is the background that I'm gonna use. This part actually took me very, very, very long time. You will see in a minute or so in the video, but it took me days and days to complete this background compared to working on the Luna goddess. I have put so much effort on the background only. It came out so good actually. I am using the same sets of color Bezique from Sau color, Admiral blue, light blue, and from Brustro I'm using what is that, indigo, and Polychromos indigo, blending everything with the colorless blender. Slowly I am building up the color. For the areas that is really close to the edge of the page, I'm using Polychromos indigo like midnight blue more, because I need the main focus to come to Luna. So around the corner of the pages I'm using darker midnight blue kind of color there, so that it will be desaturated and the center portion will be more focused. Moving on to the leaves, I don't want anything different here because our color palette is so limited here. Again, I'm using the same green mixed with some sea green and getting one different tone compared to the Luna's dress. I think I made sense. My English is so bad. Please bear with me. I am using the shadows and highlight effect, same thing. For this top portion also, I am using the same green and blending everything out. Then I got this new Signo metallic pens from Amazon and that day, so I wanted to try that out. I'm using white color for that reflection in her eyes. The quality of this pen is top notch. I really, really loved it compared to Sakura. I don't know, my previous Sakura was not working that properly. This pen is so good. I've used it on her lips for giving that what will you tell that juicy kind of effect. Later on, for the jewelry parts and for the florals where the light hits the maximum, I'm using the white color. After that highlight, I'm correcting her lips further. After applying that white color, it had smudged a little bit. I have corrected that. For her cheek, what is that? That side jawline, and for her breast I have erased it using the Brustro electric eraser. I want some reflection to go on her face because the background is so bright. How come I cannot it cannot reflect on her face? So I am using the same sea green kind of color and that basic tone, right, from Sau color color pencil. I'm using that on her face, some on her forehead, some on her nose, and in her breast area some some color on her neck. uh, and I'm using the flesh tone which we have used at the first skin color, light sienna, I guess. I am using that and blending everything out. Later, I'm using camel acrylic gold paint. I am protecting the back page and I'm using gold paint, acrylic paint. It's nothing but an acrylic gold paint. You can use any brand. At this stage, my hand is so shaky. I don't know. I feel very scared because I should not miss this up. So I am gradually, gently moving the colors and I'm trying this out for the first time, and it's actually is good compared to that gold pen we will use, right? This acrylic color is more opaque, and it really stood out mm, from other colors. For the leaves, I'm using the gold pen which I've got recently from the same Uniball Signo. I've included the links for this in the description. And tada, our Luna is ready now. This looks so beautiful and very reflective. Apart from that skin tone, I like the other parts. I don't know whether I have did that skin tone right or wrong, but the overall look is so good, so attractive. What do you tell? Let me know in the comments. Do subscribe me for more videos like this. Also follow me on my Instagram at Coloring Ravina and keep coloring. Bye bye. See you soon.